Recording. YouTube. Hello.
Busted. Would need the key.
What is a spanner?
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean. Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean.
I mean, it's probably hard to tell with this giant power armor suit on me.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Yes. It's me. Your dad. I'm here, Sean.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. I'm
I
here.
don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help
Uh-huh.
Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Give me Sean. The real
I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
Just help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am.
Uh-huh. How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years?
Oh, it's 60 years
That
later.
is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
It wasn't right, what they did. Taking you from me like that.
To you, that would certainly seem true. But to the Institute, it made all the sense in the world. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Well, let me just slide past him.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Sean. It's really you?
It really is. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
It doesn't matter what they think. What matters is what you do.
I'm glad we see it the same way. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. What else can I say to ease your mind?
I think I've heard enough for now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these...
Yes, that's what I want.
I know. I know you've been through so much.
Uh-huh.
Forgive me.
Uh-huh.
There is much to be done. You'll need time to acclimate yourself. A chance to become acquainted with our procedures.
I'll do whatever it takes. It's worth it.
I am glad to hear. The Institute is now your home. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. And finally, Dr. Lee...
Hey.
Sean, about this synth.
You mean the child? It's a fascinating project, really. There are issues to be solved, of course, but we've made remarkable progress.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's a...
Hi, Doc.
They weren't
I
kidding.
don't know.
You really are
Most
here.
of them have lasted
Well, all
long
right.
past their projected
I'm
lifespans.
Allie
If you ask
Fenimore.
me,
You can think
They
of
were
me
built
as the
pretty well.
Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Oh, good. Take your time. If there's anything else...
It
Must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage that we can. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to generate more energy. It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes. I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Is it true
We're
Food
all looking
Supplement
forward to working with
77
you.
has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want Supplement 77.
I am sorry.
Well, while they argue, we can do this. Alright, now we can upgrade power armor more.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing.
Ah, it's you.
Dr. Lee?
Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
Actually, I was looking for you.
Me? Why?
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel.
You don't beat around the bush, I'll give you that.
Not really,
I knew
no.
it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my
Why are our subtitles not on? Why did those get turned off?
shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like...
I'm only here with good intentions. You have my word.
You're giving me your word, even though we just met? Fine. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
Are you happy here?
You'd think being surrounded by cutting-edge laboratory equipment and some of the greatest minds the world's ever known would be enough. Only problem is the lack of transparency. I don't think we get the full story on it. What does that have to do with why...
You should return to the
Even if I wanted to return...
The Brotherhood valued your presence, and we'd like...
Well, how... Tell me something. Why would I possibly... What reason would I have to throw...
Sure. Father trusts me, and so should you.
He trusts you because you're family. I'm not. I can't just...
The Brotherhood has always been straight with you.
I am getting a bit tired of all the secrets around.
Right.
Sometimes I feel like Father isn't being straight with me. Like there are things I'm not supposed to know about. I don't like that. But...
Your work could be instrumental in...
You really know how to push my buttons, don't you? You know, I never understood why all those innocent people up there... dying. Yet we hide down here and insulate ourselves from everything. It's not right. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. But I'm going to tell whoever sent you that they've just regained the services of Dr. Madison Lee. Now, for the sake of keeping up appearances, let me see that Pip-Boy. I've been told to install a courser chip in it for you. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the...
Thank you. I'm sure that'll...
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only... If nothing else, it should demonstrate... Speaking of, I trust our
Sure.
I've slept 29 hours and 35 days. Good.
Rushed work is sloppy at best, and deadly at worst.
Yeah? It's really exciting having you here. I can't wait to see what you can do.
Just take this shit from in front of her.
Sleep is such a waste of time. I'd rather be designing more efficient plasma units.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
You know I can't talk about that.
Oh wow. That shit just evaporated.
Time to examine my latest reports on batch 274. Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warren. He's eager to get that going. So I've
Dr. Holdren's Synth Gorilla project is showing promising results.
There's synth gorillas.
Here. Glad you made it.
Security's too tight.
Those people are the last remnants of a dying past. That's not as well the subject. They're still here, and they're suffering.
What? Huh. Isn't... I thought Virgil was supposed to have a serum in here.
Nice.
great to have you here.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Welcome. So good
How's
to
it
have
going,
you
Clayton?
here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
I look forward.
In that case, let me give you, as the name implies, our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just...
Seems like there's nothing.
With hard work and ingenuity, and I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time.
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in.
Great. In any case, I imagine you'll...
You mentioned medical care.
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself.
Right.
He's our top biologist, and also, Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary. Just, you won't find better medical...
Okay.
Power armor? What would you need that for?
To not die?
Nothing to report, sir.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr.
Scanning.
Ayo thinks he can
Subject
hide in his
identified.
office. Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about...
Seriously.
I bet Dr. Thompson would love to take that
knock
power
some
armor
heads together.
apart.
Look at they're dragging their feet on the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me. You know, send them.
Doctor.
So.
Please don't.
Here
There's
you
enough
are.
friction as
Just
it is
an AO,
between us
acting
and pretty
director of
much
the
all
Synth
other
Retention Bureau.
departments.
I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity.
I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
No problems here.
Good to hear. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
I'm sure it's best for everyone if the synths remain here.
Certainly. We can't allow sophisticated Institute technology to fall into the wrong hands. The results could be disastrous. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to you.
I'd like to know...
Fine. Once a Courser has located a rogue synth, we then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original in those cases where all too often we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
Everyone's excited about the new synth project.
My daddy says your father's daddy, but he looks so much older than you.
Oh yeah, I'm going to talk to father. John, whatever. Talking to me, boy.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute for what do you think?
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind, redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without a kick.
Sure.
As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creations. When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is best for our synths. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
We'll bring that synth home.
That would be best for everyone. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
Okay. First things first. Ugh. Oh, I only needed science 1. I need armorer up. That's really sad. Okay. We'll go do this and then probably start the last set for Endgame. Yeah, so either very late on today, because we still have probably about maybe 2 more hours of this. Actually, no, probably not today. Probably tomorrow, right near the end, we'll probably end up finishing this. I'm gonna ignore that. I was wondering where dog meat was. Are we even almost there? Kind of.
We have a situation.
Bye. Why did you have fucking 45s? Comfy pillow.
Lost sight of the target.
Cool, talk to me then. Oh my god, talk! I'm people, I swear.
We've got hostiles.
Okay, he's idle.
You must be the courser.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Designation X680. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard.
All right, let's go.
Right behind you.
I think I remember this mission. Is that a mini nuke? No, but they're dead. What the fuck? Straight spazzing, dog. Let me up.
Oh, it's on!
Pussy. Oh, what? Where the fuck did you guys come from, bro? Dude, he is a fat man? What the fuck?
Hold up a moment, sir. There's something important I need to tell you.
I'm listening.
I'm going to give you B592's reset code. If he hears the code phrase, it'll reset his cognitive processes and make him docile. You'll need to say B592 initialize factory reset, followed by the authorization code Gamma 71 Epsilon. Once he's shut down, I can transport him safely back to the Institute.
Good. I'd like to avoid...
Well, that's all, sir.
Hey.
Don't growl at me, bitch. Oh yeah, I forgot about the minigun.
Perfect.
Is this? Oh.
Well done. By your gear, I'm gonna guess you two are agents of the Institute. Like me. So, get it to the top. Is the Institute so desperate for resources that it's stealing plunder from honest, hard-working Commonwealth gangs?
P592, initialize factory reset, authorization Gamma 71 Epsilon.
Okay? Gabriel, can you hear me? Shit, they did something to him. Take them out!
This is X688. British Eagle reclaim synth P592.
I'm gonna go to Sanctuary and finish this stuff up. Is this a shotgun? I think it is, yeah. Do I have shells in here? Good bit of them, too.
Hey. Over here.
Oh, wow. Okay, let's go talk to Father.
I'm glad to see you return safely. I know the task was...
Sure. Gabriel and his gang were sick bastards, hanging their victims up like trophies.
While we can do nothing for Gabriel's victims, we can... But enough about that. I couldn't have hoped for a better outcome. While you'll find all... Go and have a look.
Sir, we've had another situation. A code red.
What? This is the third time in 2 weeks. This is unacceptable. How could this happen?
We think there was a system glitch. We're looking into it.
Why does that sound like, Mr. Krabs? Fuck. I forgot his name.
More patrols and more rounds. If you see anything,
He voices Mr. Krabs.
report it immediately. This absolutely cannot happen again. Got it?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Clancy Brown.
Your new quarters are here, sir.
Oh. Thanks for the cigarettes.
When you're finished here, sir, Father will see you.
Is there not a shower in here? Oh, okay, no. It's just...
Nothing to report right now, Knight.
Here's your holotape, Proctor. Hope the data on that thing was worth it.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you're still...
I wasn't worried.
I have confidence in everything I built, too. But that's because I'll only deal with technology that I understand. Speaking of technology I don't understand, I'll get this holotape to Proctor Quinn. I'm dying to find out what's on it.
Hopefully it'll reveal...
That would be... Before we jump to... I'm sure the Institute has all of their... After that, we'll have to see what we've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off. In the meantime, your mission to recruit Dr. Lee still...
Right.
Good luck, Knight.
There's Telly up there.
technology should be confiscated or...
That's good.
Elder Maxon,
I received word that Dr. Lee is returning to us.
I've convinced her that the Institute is the enemy, not the Brotherhood.
Well done, Knight. As soon as Dr. Lee arrives... She's been under the Institute's influence for the last decade, and we can't afford to take any chances. Now, on to other matters. Thanks to the success of your reconnaissance efforts, it's time to advance our operations to the next phase. I want you to report to Proctor Ingram at the airport. She has a special once again, Knight.
Uh-huh.
Unless you like getting radiation sickness, I'd stay away.
Oh yeah, Liberty reprimed.
So, I bet you're eager to get your hands dirty on our new project. How much has Maxon told you about it?
Whatever it is, I'm sure it'll help.
It will. Come on. Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry on the tarmac.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Kells have been looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Pridwin might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new project comes in. This storage bay full of parts is what's left of Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the Capital Wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Unfortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing it back together. You think that was easy? Try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded.
Ingram?
In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational, we're going to need your help.
No problem. I'm sure this only looks worse than it actually...
I wish I had your confidence. Because this... Now, the good news is that we've got most of Prime's parts fully assembled. The bad news is that it's gonna take more than a few rivets and some spot welding to get them working again. The first problem is his CPU. It's fragile, and every time we try to feed power to it, it blows itself out.
There's gotta be a way to solve that.
I do all the maintenance on the Pridwin, so you'd think it'd be a snap. As much as I hate to admit it, Prime's power systems are out. Luckily, you were able to convince Dr. Madison Lee to return to the Brotherhood. I've already spoken to her, but she's reluctant. If you could get her down here to lend a hand with his power system...
Your rad levels are spicy.
Man, I've only lost like 8% of my health.
Attention. Tomorrow's tactical briefing has been postponed. A new time and date will be forthcoming.
Watch your step on the flight deck.
Dance.
It's a long way
Ready
down.
to continue our mission, soldier?
That depends.
My power armor systems are within normal operating parameters, so I'm as ready as I'll ever be. You just give the word, and we...
Not now.
No problem. Let me know when you're ready.
What's going on with your face, Dance?
If you're here to talk me into working on Liberty Prime, you can forget it.
You promised you'd help us.
You're right, I did. But you neglected to mention that I'd be asked to.
Right.
I've been down this road with a brother. Why would I make the same mistake?
Help us end the Institute's greed.
All those people dying in the Commonwealth while I was surrounded by food, medicine, and comfort. How could I be so blind to the Institute's greed? Oh, you really know how to push my butt. Tell Proctor Ingram it's going to take a hell of a lot of work to get Liberty Prime back on.
Sure.
Bitch.
Remember,
What is
we're
going
out here
on?
representing the Brotherhood. Let's make them proud.
Joining our cause was the wisest decision of your life, brother.
I hope your pooch knows where to do his business. If not, you're cleaning it up.
Shut the fuck up.
Proctor Ingram.
Well, things are off to a good start. Isn't that right, Doctor?
I hope so. Prime suffered some significant damage to his memory core. I wish your people would have been a bit more careful about that. The good news is that the damage isn't irreversible, and I should be able to get the power flowing into his CPU core without overloading. If your people stay out of my way, that is.
Charming, isn't she?
Sorry about that, Ingram.
Don't worry about it.
Uh-huh.
We might be butting heads on a few issues, but I've dealt with worse. Besides, we're working with one of Prime's original designers. In fact, since things are going so well,
Sure. Anything you need.
that's what I love about you. You're ready to leap into The actuators are what allows Liberty Prime's arm. Prime's new limbs are way too heavy for the simple hydraulic pistons he had in the past. We're gonna have to rip those out, construct a brand new system using What we need you to do is build the actuators for us.
Now, these are the plans and the materials list.
Now, before you get that look on your face, you'll be happy to know that we have plenty of the raw materials on that list. The only thing we need you to head out and find. According to Proctor Quinlan, the best place to find... We've already sent out a few teams to find the rest of the high-powered magnets you'll...
Once you start building the actuators, we need one for each limb, so you'll need to make a total of 4. Good luck.
All right, we haven't discovered it yet. I think it's that tall building over there. Those super mutants? Anybody else?
Got it.
Bitch.
That's done with.
Excuse me? Rodent? I do not know where the fuck I'm going here.
Second floor.
Hey, dog meat. Move. I hate it here. Oh. Is there a way into the back or anything? Oh, that's fucking annoying.
Going up. Ground floor. Ground floor. Going up. Basement. Going down. Basement. Basement. Going down. Second floor.
Okay, well, I made progress. I found bad guys. Don't know where to go. Oh.
Ground floor. Going up. Basement.
I keep going into the basement, but I don't know where the fuck to go. It's that way. See that now. It's close enough that it's being detected. Oh, I hate this fucking quest. Oh. Yeah, I can see it from here.
Going up. Ground floor.
Yeah, I know where he's at, actually. Yeah, so this... I'm in the right spot. Oh, he did go to the exit. He goes through the elevator on the exit. Okay. Just can't... I just get lost here.
Going down.
Let me get to that step real quick.
Going down. Basement. Basement. Going down. Second floor.
Hold on, buddy. Is that door open? That is open. Goes all the way to the front, which is where I went.
Excuse me. Nothing there after all.
Warning. Basement. Hostiles in area.
Got it.
Fugitive is attempting evade capture. Beginning pursuit. Attention. Fugitive should be considered armed and dangerous.
All right, bye, dog meat.
Warning. Dangerous fugitive is on the loose. Do not take any further.
Yeah, the local map on this game is absolutely dick.
Don't despair, brother. We're here to save the Commonwealth.
Proctor Ingram.
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic functions, and he's ready to go. In fact, it's getting difficult to explain to the system why it can't move right now.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. It won't be long before Prime can walk and talk, but he's missing one last important element. His nukes. Hey, where are you going? We're almost done with Prime.
Proctor.
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic functions, and he's ready to go. In fact, it's getting difficult to explain to the system why it can't move right now.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time.
They're gonna have to go get a
Which brings me
weapon.
to your next assignment.
Yeah.
It won't be long before Prime can walk and talk, but he's missing one last important element. His nukes. Without them, his offensive systems aren't operating at peak capacity.
Shouldn't be a problem. Just...
I wish I could. Prime's bomb pack is fitted for Mark 28 nuclear bombs. The same type of bombs that were dropped from aircraft during the Great War. The Commonwealth was a major staging area for the military's Air Force, so we assumed we wouldn't have trouble finding them. But since we arrived, our scouting teams haven't located a single bomb.
That's going to be a problem. Without a fully loaded nuke pack, Prime won't have the firepower to take on the Institute.
She's right.
Of course. But before you give up hope, Proctor Quinlan has located some records regarding a military... We're fairly certain this included...
Sure.
The catch is that the installation is...
I'll head out there immediately.
Good. Scribe Haley, I suggest you head out there first and establish a signal protocol with her so that the nukes can be airlifted out once you've located...
You got it, man.
By the time you've... Good luck, Knight.
Rearming Prime with nukes should get him back to full fighting potential.
Okay. Oh, we're almost there.
Scribe?
It's good to see you again, Knight. You've come a long way since you stumbled into the Cambridge police station.
Thanks, Halen. I assume the place is still in one piece.
We're doing the best that we can. We've had the occasional synth attack, but so far we've been able to keep them from overrunning us. Thanks to the reinforcements and the air support, I'd say that site was secure.
That's not surprising. After all, it's in good hands.
I appreciate that. Anyway, I know you don't have time for small... I've had the men set up the equipment we'll need to pinpoint you once you found the bombs. We've rigged up this distress pulsar to emit a unique tone that we'll be listening for. When you find the bombs, plant the pulsar, and we'll handle... After that, you should probably head back to Proctor Ingram.
Uh-huh. Doesn't sound...
Ah, no. Not at all. You're only heading back. Look, I know you've been through the glowing sea before, but if you don't, the radiation will cook you from the inside out. Good luck, Knight.
Definitely gonna need a right away after this mission. Bitch ass hoe. Bye. This way? Okay, bye. Think this is the right way? Keep on going. Oh, hi.
That's it. Excuse me.
State your purpose, stranger. You walk on Atom's hallowed ground.
I'm looking for some bombs. Nuclear bombs.
You trivialize that which resides here. This place is holy. The children of Atom have sworn to guard this place until the time of the Great Divide. None shall enter.
Trust me, I'm on your side here.
Atom has no... When he returns, that is why...
I want to spread his,
Perhaps then I have... If you would see these relics used, then Atom's... Take this. Follow the brilliant... May Atom's radiance warm your soul.
Sir? Sir? Sir?
I don't know where I'm supposed to go now. Nothing in there. Oh, right here. I forgot about this path. Alright, finally. Ooh.
If Elder Maxon ordered me to follow him to the gates of hell, I'd be the first one to kick them open.
Proctor Ingram?
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team.
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team to ensure that Prime's bombs remain stable after they're loaded into his pack. It won't be too much of a problem.
Well, Dr. Lee, I have to admit, we couldn't have done this without you.
It's a little early to begin celebrating, Proctor Ingram. We haven't fully thrown the switch on Liberty Prime, and I'm just hoping all the work I've done to keep his system stable are gonna hold.
I have full confidence in the abilities of everyone here.
I appreciate that.
Proctor, all the readouts look green. I think it's time for you to perform the power shunt.
Actually, I think I'm gonna let you press the button. After all, without your help...
It would be better if a trained technician performed that task, but...
Liberty back online.
Let's run a basic diagnostic.
Diagnostic command accepted.
Give him a moment. He needs to adjust to his new configuration.
Voice module online. Audio functionality test initialized. Designation: Liberty Prime Mark II. Mission: the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska.
Not quite, but you know.
Primary targets: any and all red Chinese invaders.
Let me run a system analysis and battle readiness check.
Liberty Prime full system analysis. All systems, nominal. Weapons, hot. Warning. Nuclear weapon payload depleted. Reload required. Warning. Power core offline. Running on external power only. Core restart recommended. Ability to repel red Chinese invaders. Compromised.
Green lights across the board here. He's looking good from where I'm sitting. Doctor, if you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on the big guy here, I'd appreciate it. Well, I have to admit, wasn't sure we'd be able to pull it off, but...
With him on our side, I don't see how the Institute even...
I couldn't agree with you more.
Mm-hmm.
Before you head off to your next assignment, I came up with this little beauty myself. I think it'll add a bit more punch to your power armor.
Oh, it's the,
This wasn't necessary.
self-heals.
Come on. Besides, Liberty Prime isn't about to run out and get you a gift. Anyway, that's enough of that. You better hightail it up to the Pridwin. Elder Maxson said he needed to speak to you as soon as you were done here. And thank you, Knight. Without you, none of this would have been possible.
You suck. Alright, I think we're on Act 3 now. Yeah, we're on Act 3. Yeah, we might finish this tomorrow. Or I might just play Overwatch after stream and try to finish this today. And we still have 5 missions after this, though, so...
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
Excuse me?
Not at all. I have nothing to hide.
I find that very... Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data, a portion of his findings. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something. Unprecedented. Paladin Dance is a perfect match for one of the synths on that list.
The data must be faulty.
The findings have been validated by multiple sources. Quinlan wouldn't have brought this to me if he wasn't 100% certain of the results. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers. Paladin Dance's DNA is a perfect match for a synth they called M797. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL. Disappeared without a trace. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M797 and Paladin Dance are one and the same. I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you, and then swore you to secrecy.
You have to believe me. He never told me he was a synth.
Apparently, I've misjudged you, which means I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't... Dance is a synth. He represents everything we hate. A monstrosity of technology. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear. The Institute and its creations need to be destroyed in order to preserve our future. Which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given. I'm ordering you to hunt down Dance and execute him.
With pleasure.
I appreciate appreciate... Listen, I'm not blinded, but if we're to find Proctor Quinlan, and Knight, there's a promotion for you riding on the results of these orders. So don't disappoint me. You're dismissed.
But yeah, I'll probably finish this one today.
Hull plating stable.
Swap to... I'm thinking about either playing Overwatch or Poke Rogue.
Attention. Any personnel who have not completed their annual medical evaluation should report to Knight Captain Cade immediately to schedule an examination. That is all.
He'll be missed.
Doubtful. I wouldn't miss a synth any sooner than I'd miss a transistor radiant. I was merely sorry that I've been poring over Dance's. As you're well aware, Dance had intimate... I think our best approach would be to identify every location he's ever... You may want to get comfortable.
What the hell is this crap?
I assume your outburst was a reference to some doubt regarding Dance's identity.
So he sets Dance up, and then you knock him down. Is that it?
Orders are orders.
Orders are orders? That's all you have to say? I can't believe that after everything Paladin Dance did for you, you're just gonna turn... There's obviously been a mistake, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
Scribe Halen, you're addressing a senior officer, and you will show him the respect that he... Now, unless you're here with him...
Of course.
Sure.
I believe I have some information.
Very well, then.
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight deck.
Right.
I've stored the data on my
I'll take anything that gets me closer to find...
Yes, sir.
Proceed, Knight.
If you'll follow me...
Proctor Quinlan.
Well, if it isn't the man who revived Prime, the Brotherhood is in your debt. Now...
I found some technical
And they're in wonder... Here are the caps that I promised. Remember, check every building...
The cat?
Scribe Halen.
This way.
Excuse me, Scribe Halen.
Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Dance?
That's a risky question, Halen.
I know it is, but I need you to listen to me for a minute. I've known Paladin Dance ever since I was an initiate. He trained me, showed me the ropes, and when I screwed up, he taught me to dust myself off and move on. He's earned my admiration, my respect, and my friendship. I don't care what Quinlan's report says. I don't care if he's a machine or not. He's still Dance.
That's a bold statement.
It's more than just a statement. It's a plea. Dance is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him risk his own life based on nothing more than principle alone. That's why I'm asking you. Not just as a member of the Brotherhood, but as a human being. Give him a chance. Let him tell his side of the story. If you're not convinced by what he says, or somehow he's become truly lost to us, then you do what you have to do.
All right, I'll hear him out.
That's all that I ask. I'll just have to trust that when the time comes, you'll do the right thing. Before the Pribwin showed up, Dance had me identify a fallback point if we ever lost the police station. It was Listening Post Bravo, an old pre-war US military outpost on the northern frontier of the Commonwealth. It's isolated, and we're the only ones that knew about it. So, there's a good chance that's where he's headed. Just be careful. There's no telling what state of mind he's in right now. Or if he trusts...
Okay. Okay.
I can't wait to see Liberty Prime in action again.
I figured it'd be like all the way up here, but you know. But you know, I'll finish this today, and then tomorrow, I might do just some random game. And then Thursday, I'll probably try to finish this.
Going down.
But yeah, after I finish this, we'll swap to probably Overwatch, do our dailies. Get those done, and then maybe swap and play Tokyo. Start checking it out.
I have a feeling we shouldn't be here. I'm not surprised Maxon sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
I wish he would have told me that.
I might have, if I'd known what I was. Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I never expected to hear that I was one of them. If it wasn't for Halen, we wouldn't even be happy. So, what are your orders?
Sure. No.
Don't be ridiculous. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that this must be difficult for you. I wish Maxon had sensed, but that doesn't change a thing. If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxon, your synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant to make their own. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world to its knees. And I need to be the example.
The empathy that you're showing me.
I appreciate what you're trying to do. But I'm ready to accept the consequence. Maxon's ordered you to...
No.
I can't believe you'd risk your life. Why would you do that?
I've already lost my family.
You're right.
Aww.
How could I have been so blind?
Sure.
I should consider how my death might affect the people. Perhaps now that you've opened my eyes.
Whatever you decide to do.
Thank you, my friend. But I have my own path. The only clear choice. The sooner I make for the border, the sooner I take my holotags. Use them to prove that your mission was a success. Or maximum. Now, come.
Going up. Ground floor.
How dare you betray the Brotherhood?
It's not his fault. It's mine.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Knight, why has this thing not been destroyed?
He's still alive.
Him! Dance. It wasn't born from the womb of a loving mother. It was flesh is flesh. Machine, by attempting to play God, the Institute has taken the sanctity of human life.
After all I've done for the Brotherhood, all the blood I've spilled in our name.
You're the physical embodiment. Look around you, Dance. Look at the scorched earth, and the bones that litter the wasteland. Millions, perhaps even billions, died because science outpaced man's.
What the fuck was that?
How dare you betray the Brotherhood?
Oh my God!
It's not his fault. It's mine.
I'll deal with Knight. Why is this?
He's still
him.
Fucking sit quiet.
It wasn't born from the womb. Flesh is flesh. Machine is machine. The two were never meant to intertwine. Attempting to play God, the Institute has taken the sanctity of human life and corrupted it beyond measure.
After all I've done for the Brotherhood, all the blood I've spilled in our name, how can you say that about
You're the physical embodiment of what we hate most. Look around you, Dance. Look at the scorched. Millions, perhaps even billions, died because science outpaced man's restraint. They called it a new frontier and pushing the envelope, completely disregarding the repercussions. Can't you see the same? You're a single bomb in an arsenal of thousands, preparing to lay waste.
Dance wants to save mankind.
You're as delusional. How can you trust the word of a machine that's had its mind erased, its thoughts programmed, those ethics that it's striving to champion aren't even its own. They were artificially inserted in an attempt to have it blend into society.
It's true. I was built within the confines of a laboratory, but when I saw my brothers dying at my feet, I felt sorrow. When I defeated an enemy of the Brotherhood, I felt pride. And when I heard your speech about don't you understand? I thought I was human, Arthur. From the moment I was taken in by the Brotherhood, I've done absolutely nothing to
It's too late for that now. The Institute has foolishly chosen to grant you life. I don't intend my orders.
It's all right.
Right.
You convinced me that I was wrong to be ashamed, whatever you decide.
Touching. Either you execute Dance, or...
For the good of the Brotherhood, he needs to...
I'm disappointed in you. Stand aside.
Just make it quick.
Oh, is he gonna stab him?
Disgusting machine. Let this serve as an example to the Institute.
Ad
Victorium, brother.
Elder,
I'm disappointed you weren't able to carry out Dance's execution on your own.
Fuck off, mate.
He was my friend.
Which is the only reason I'm willing to overlook your lapse in judgment. I'm returning to the Pridwin night. Take some time. Say your goodbyes. And then I expect to see you there. We still have the Institute to deal with.
Such a weird mission. Ugh.
The last person that disobeyed Captain Kells ended up scraping.
Reporting is ordered, Elder.
Welcome back, Knight. I'm pleased to see that we're poised on the brink of war with the Institute. And of course, Dance's execution, that traitor. His quarters and all his possessions are now. Congratulations.
I won't disappoint you, Elder.
Had I even a single doubt in my mind, just be aware that a brother, I trust you won't disappoint. In any event, we still, while the finishing touches are being put onto Liberty Prime,
right.
Report to him ad Victorium.
Delta sequence initiated. Completion time 14 minutes.
Attention. Any personnel who have not completed their annual medical evaluation should report to Knight Captain Cade immediately to schedule an examination. That is all.
Oh, wow.
Your promotion was well deserved, Paladin.
Oh, that looks like dance. So we have maybe 2 hours worth of quests left. And maybe 3 hours at the absolute most. I think New Dawn is just talking, so. Alright. Well, that's gonna do it for Fallout. I'm going to swap consoles and load up Overwatch, and then we will work on that for a little bit. So yeah, here for Fallout. Bye-bye.